Modern life leaves people navigating a social landscape that runs completely cold. Years can pass where a person operates on a quiet emotional deficit, feeling unseen, ignored, and isolated in the dark. Then a tiny fracture appears in that isolation. It rarely takes a grand gesture, usually just one kind smile, a single deep conversation, a message at the right time. When you have spent years feeling emotionally hungry, a droplet of tension registers as a lifeline. To the starved brain, this sudden influx of warmth feels as necessary for survival as oxygen. That desperate hunger creates a dangerous momentum. The drive to feel chosen is so overpowering that the heart starts sprinting toward an entirely imagined future long before the logical mind can process what is actually happening in the present. There is a persistent stigma that attaching quickly is a symptom of low intelligence or fundamental weakness. The truth is, people who fall in love too fast are rarely foolish. They are simply operating at a higher emotional volume. They possess an acute capacity to notice tiny details. They memorize specific words spoken to them, and they hold fiercely onto exactly how another person made them feel. While that emotional depth is a remarkable strength, it carries a profound vulnerability. The intense human desire to finally feel chosen acts as a bypass switch, completely overriding the brain's natural vetting process and leaving the individual exposed. This creates a severe psychological blur. When the brain is operating from a place of long-term emotional starvation, it begins to mislabel the most basic, fleeting interactions as profound relationship milestones. Basic attention expands, projecting a false shadow mistaken for deep connection. Temporary comfort is distorted to mimic the complex requirements of long-term compatibility. Finally, a volatile spike of excitement is mistaken for the unbreakable foundation of real love. This rapid sequence of misidentifications happens because the exhausted heart simply cannot endure waiting in the dark any longer. It's a desperate reflex. What emerges from this blur is a tendency to fall for potential. The individual stops interacting with the reality of the person standing right in front of them and instead projects an idealized, flawless future version onto them. The bright, intoxicating glare of that imagined future does a very specific job. It actively obscures the subtle inconsistencies, the shifting tones of voice, and the glaring red flags hiding in the present reality of the relationship. Inevitably, the other person's actions falter. The reality of who they are fails to match the projection, and the foundation of the relationship fractures. The severe agony of this breakup is caused by the violent, shattering collapse of the mental future the individual had meticulously built in their head. To protect your emotional, alive state of a cynical world is a beautiful trait. The critical error lies in surrendering that heart entirely before the other person has actually proven they deserve access to it. There is a vast distance between day 1 and day 100. A racing pulse and butterflies on day 1 are merely biological reactions. They offer zero promise of future safety. True safety requires day 100 behaviors. It requires consistency when the relationship feels boring. It requires patience during difficult communication and maintaining deep respect for your partner's boundaries when absolutely no one is watching. To protect your emotional core, you have to actively slow your internal pace. You must train yourself to prioritize the observation of grounded, consistent actions over the allure of intoxicating words. Your emotional access is a high-value resource. Let people earn it. A truly compatible partner will never be intimidated by a slow, careful vetting process. They will respect why you need it. Once a person who feels this deeply secures a connection built on reality rather than a blinding illusion, their vast capacity for emotion transforms. It becomes a fiercely loyal, complete love.